wake up and Bitcoin's up 10%, Ethereum's up 10%, that altcoin that you guessed at 5 days ago is up 5x. Your friends are asking you for crypto advice because you're doing so well at it. Now, this seems like a dream, but it was actually a sort of reality during 2017 and during 2021. We were in the height of a bull market, and it just seems that nothing could go wrong because there was FOMO, there was excitement, there was hysteria, and the prices were going up. Now, at the moment, we're in the middle of a crypto winter, and so it isn't really like that, but the tide is turning. I think you'll be surprised to learn that the Bitcoin bull run, the next Bitcoin bull run, is right around the corner. So my career up until now has been in the macroeconomic research and in traditional investments. So when we've been looking into investing in an equity or a stock, for example, we've used a hybrid strategy. So that includes looking at top down and then bottom up. And so what that means, if you're looking at top down, you're looking at the macro environment, the economy, the way that the global outlook is first, and seeing that everything is good or that the macro economy is looking strong before you then pick from bottom up, you pick those strong investments to put into your portfolio. And that's what we want to do in the crypto portfolio. We want to know that the outlook is strong before we start to buy in and taking bets on cryptos. And so let's have a look at some of the articles. So let's start here. Bitcoin set to explode by over 400% and hit 6 figures. So, I mean, it's quite nice to hear after the crypto winter that we've had. This comes from pseudonymous trader Kaleo on Twitter. Now, this is someone that I do follow. He says that the most likely path from here is between 16 to 30 established, which is where we are at right now. And then an overhyped growth in early 2023, capping out somewhere near 50,000. So that'll be 2.5x from where we are now. So he then goes on to say that late 2024, early 2025, we'll be looking at the new all-time high, so 110. So if you think about that, that is 5 to 6x from where we are now. So it's 500% growth in the price of Bitcoin from where we are now. So there is no equity or bond on this planet that you could imagine would do those sort of performance figures. So as always, crypto and Bitcoin will overperform if this comes true. And just to show this chart blowing up, it's in this logarithmic regression chart, I guess, with these two bands, but you see every 4 years that this nice pattern it's been quite consistent between the halving patterns, between the halving lines, and if we are to go upwards from here and do a random walk up into 2024 and 2025, this would bring us at the 120,000 level. So again, that's around the 5 to 6x, 500% to 600% level, which is really impressive growth. But why would that be? There needs to be some sort of reason, and it's likely to be due to improving market conditions. So this article talks about how the Fed are likely to raise rates again, which again they do when they times are hard, and this normally slows everything down. But after that, we'll see better monetary policy, and when that happens, the market tends to open, people spend more, and investment assets like stocks and bonds and crypto tend to go up. So this will hopefully have a knock on into next year, and so we'll start to go upwards into next year. And if that hasn't convinced you, then this crypto analyst called Kevin Svensson has made a very good point that he's basically averaged the typical bear market point. So this one between 2013 and 2014 was 81 weeks. This one after 2017 was 68 weeks. So that the average comes out about 75, and so that would lead us into Q1 2023. So that's April, which is only just around the corner before we start seeing growth. So the key point here is that if we accumulate when the price is low, we will thank ourselves when the price of Bitcoin is 150k. So the next key thing for us to do is to see what the experts are doing, see what the smart money is doing. And the answer is they're buying. They are lapping up everything they can of Bitcoin and Ethereum whilst it's at these rock bottom prices. And we see that through something called on-chain analysis, through data analytics companies. They're able to provide this data so we can see what the smart money is doing. And again, let's have a quick look.
So this is a cracking article. $1 billion worth of Bitcoin leaves Coinbase in a day as whales aggressively accumulate Bitcoin. Aggressively accumulate Bitcoin. Now that is very positively sounding, especially for us. And so the article goes on to say this on-chain analysis firm have looked into the movement of crypto, and it looks like those institutional clients have been delivered Bitcoin from Coinbase. And so what that notes is that this transaction pattern implies a creation of new custodial wallets for institutional clients. It means that big money, big investors, sovereign wealth funds, pension schemes are allocating capital to crypto. And that means big money is coming. That means the price is going to go up. And it even covers it at some point here. So in August, Coinbase partnered with BlackRock to offer institutional investors Bitcoin in custody service. The CEO of Coinbase has stated that sovereign wealth funds have already allocated a portion of their portfolio to digital assets. So we are talking mega bucks. If £1 billion or £500 million pension schemes are allocating 5% of their portfolio to digital assets in the future, it means there is going to be billions of pounds and dollars flowing into the space. This really can't be underestimated, this point. And if that isn't exciting enough, we have another article: Ethereum accumulation in top gear as whale holdings hit all-time high. We see here the key point that I read in this is that if I can find it, largest Ethereum whales were up 14% in less than a month. So they'd accumulated, increased their accumulation of Ethereum by over 14% in just the last month alone. And we define a whale as those having at least 1 million ETH on their balances. So these are massive holdings, and these are smart investors, and they're investing for the future. So they are seeing this opportunity whilst the price is down to accumulate Bitcoin and Ethereum. And I think that we should, as investors, think about doing this as well.
So to summarize quickly, traders and economists are looking at a market bottom in the next 4 to 6 months before the next bull run can kick in. So what that means is now is the best time possible to be accumulating cryptocurrency in Bitcoin. And that's exactly what the smart money's doing. And it's what I'm going to be doing as well. I'll catch you next time.